What's up, everybody? Welcome back for some more Celeste. Let's jump in. We're still in Chapter 7. We're in 7B. We learned last time that there are C-sides, and we sort of decided that we're not gonna do all of them. Just because we feel we played a lot of the game, we have some other stuff we want to get along to. That's death. So, we're gonna keep going, though. We're definitely gonna beat this. We're gonna beat Chapter 8. Both A and B. How do you want me to do this? Like... The hell? What's up, Beefy? Welcome in. Beef Smellington. I like that. I'm calling Beefy that for a little while. Beef Smellington. Yeah, how's it hanging, Smellington? Alright. We just do it like that? Actually, yes, I think we can. I do not approve. That just makes it better, Beefy. Is this regular Chapter 7, by the way? Are we in the B side? Are we I feel like we should be in the B side, but I feel like I remember this from the thing. Beefolomew? Beefington Esquire. Anyway, fighting one in rounds today? We did, Beefy. And you know what? You can even see the score based on Hex's wonderful website. Hit. Tormented the weak. Yeah, I did. I should just ride that. This is the B-side. You can tell by the music. Okay. Thank you, Deebs. Your wisdom is eternal. Does seem tough. But yeah, Beefy, we did some rounds and rounds. Nemo, Waning, and Hex all entered the arena. I won every game, but Waning's loss was retracted because there were technical difficulties. Hex and Nemo lost fair and square. Hex and Nemo lost fair and square. But yeah, more rounds heads have entered the chat. Fuck. God, thank you. We also tried to get a win on that hard level in Rock on Island in UFO 50 and failed. So as of right now, no one that I know in the entire world has beaten that level. Actually, that's not true. Dan Giesling did it. I'm gonna trash talk so much after my training arc. I welcome it, Hex, because you'll never beat me. You know? Like, you know, you are like a 10-year-old kid and I am Lionel Messi. Like, even if you get good enough, I'm gonna be retired by the time you're good and you'll never have the chance to play against me. You know what I'm saying? How the sheepcock am I gonna do this? Use your brain. We gotta get to that round. Yeah, if you just do a little tippy tap of the toesies. You can't do that. You gotta land on top there to get your full dashes back. You have been really taking my time getting back to it. It's tough. If you watch any of that footage, Deegan, you won't see the win. We have not beaten it yet, but that level in Rock on Island gets crazy, man. Might give it some more attempts after stream later. Oh yeah, and that's that little musical theme that I'm gonna need the boosticles there. Sounds a little bit like Adventure Time. I'm supposed to boost here and I'm just choosing not to. Because it's kind of tough to time. On the disky, I assume that mobs come from all sides. They do, and there's just a ton of them, and like the paths they come along are complicated as well. They're all like twisty and wisty and fisty. I don't like this orgy. It's awfully fisty. I prefer more gentle penetration. Imagine if there was like an orgy site that you could sign up on and it had like, you know, number of fists was one of the like ratings. For how fisty the orgy is gonna be, just to like prepare your holes. Whoop. Come on, man. Always check the fisty level. Yeah, I mean, if you're serious. Why do they have all that vertical space there? To torment me? Honestly, I bet you can make that without nothing. And it seems like almost. Fists stuffs. I need the boost there. It's not an easy boost to hit though, man. How we gonna fucking do it? This is easy. We've solved this. In like that. Get up there. It's like you have to dash into it and then latch on so fast. Just, like that. Oh, I did it, Chad. Okay, never mind. I understand. I had to just do it. Which is what I feel like it's going to be like when we finally bake a pie. I'm going to just do it and then the pie is going to come out so fucking good. You know? Because I'm just going to like, I don't know, like channel the force and shit. Yeah, that was literally tech. No. One fist to stuff them all. Oh. Missed my comment and got it anyways. Oh shit, let's go. Huge. Certain ill is a drug used to make someone feel certain. Sounds like some Harry Potter ass shit. That's how everything works though? You just do it? Yeah, maybe. Ow. That was stupid. There it is. That's actually really fun. Once again, man, Celeste, pretty fun video game. That was awesome. Let's go. Go down. Nothing, okay. Check all the crazy... Or wait, no, we don't need to check stuff. It's the B-side. There's no secrets in the B-side, I don't think. Like Nike. You can take 2 fists inside yourself. You could probably fit your own heart in your ass. What's the use case for the heart in the ass, Blue? Why that specifically? You... I keep thinking just pressing up on the D-pad will shit me out of the bubble, but it does not. You need a dash out of the buble. More blood to the anus. Why do you need more blood to the anus? Did I ever tell you about Viking torture techniques? Bond, I don't know, but that's very funny. That's very funny as a prompt. That sounds like something that the pilot would say to that kid in Airplane. You know, when he's like, you ever been to a Turkish bathhouse, Billy? Hey, what's up, Autumn? Welcome in. I can fit at least 3 hearts in my ass. It depends on the kind of heart. If we're talking about like ant hearts, for sure. I can fit 3 ant hearts in my ass. More hemorrhages? I don't know enough about hemorrhages to deny or confirm or nothing. Ants don't have hearts? That's a cold thing to say. I bet that's what the fucking, you know, pest guy told you. Octopi have 3 hearts? What's hearts 2 and 3 for? Besides hubris. They literally don't? I'm gonna need you to show me on a diagram. You tell me that ants have different biological makeups than humans? That doesn't make sense at all. We look so similar. This is... Oh! See, Deegan said they have hearts. They're like a long tube that runs along the body and it still contracts to move ant blood around. Sounds like I could fit at least 4 or 5 of those in my ass without honestly troubling it too much at all. The like, stupid thing you've said and I'm still confused. I think I'm making perfect sense, man. I'm making sense. If you want to go ahead, keep talking dollars, then do what you gotta do. I had to climb there. If I had climbed, I would have been all right. Close. This is tight, but I see the way. Really know how many ant hearts you can fit? We're gonna need some volumetric data. Deegan, I could be wrong, but are you asking me for the precise measurements of my my chili ring? Go. You. Yes, he is. New vid idea. How many ants could I fit in my ass? Yeah, if we make that, they're going to be like, you know what I could go for after that? A little bit of Terraria. And they're going to binge our videos like crazy, Beefy. You're on to something. We prime them. We prime them with the ants in the ass, and then we fuck them with the Terraria. Come on, man. What precise numbers? Yep. I don't know, man. I don't know if it needs to be precise. Precision is sort of the death of joy, brother. Asking streamer for his ring size. My girl told me she's a 9, which doesn't make sense. I guess she must mean fully stretched out or something, because I've seen it. It's not 9 inches across. We did it. King for the ass, stayed for the Rhea. Ass can stretch to about 7 inches before taking damage. Unrelated, a raccoon can fit into a hole as small as 4 inches. Oh. Yoo-hoo. Did that look sick? Thank you, Mira. Find out your ring size? Yeah, not of the chili variety, though. For the finger. Oh, we got a bouncy down there to get our bouncies back, by the way. You just gotta... we want to actually shoot straight across there. Like that. And then fall. Oh, almost, man. No. Ooh, that's actually the way you go up and over, bro. Shit. You proposed that my mom should paint. I did. Yeah, I did. He's down for it, too. The funniest thing about my mom painting is if we mentioned it, we're like, yeah, we're thinking about painting the kitchen, you know, wondering if you would be open to helping. And she was like, yes, absolutely. And then she was like, I can come over on a day when you're both working. Leah, you can be out of the house. Chris, I'll leave you alone. You can just work on your laptop and I'll just do my thing. And I was like, oh no, I meant like, I can like help you. I just figured like we could like do it together to make it faster. And she's like, honestly, no, it's okay. I'm happy to do it. And she was, and she laughed and I was like, oh, and she's like, you know, you guys just didn't do a very good job. I was like, okay. All right, ma. Get. Fourth block, I can hang on it. She is great. Yeah, I love my mom. Yes. Supportive, but also like, you suck, you know? She was like, you guys, I saw you guys painting, and frankly, it would have gone a lot better if you weren't there. And she also was looking at the yard, and she's like, you know, Chris, it's not just about taking care of your yard for you. It's also about being respectful to your neighbors, you know? And so, like, I had to, she was like pointing out weeds and shit and being like, you gotta do something. I'm not edging right, yeah. Wonder if your mom just needs stuff to do to keep herself occupied? A little bit, yeah. She just retired and she wants to feel useful, and I think she's also, like, excited. Like, it's her first kid, like, moving into a house. She's never gotten to, like, do this as a mom before. And she's the type where, like, she wants to do that stuff. She values those experiences, you know? Not edging, right? Revenge for when she had to walk a little tick-back flopping around? Yeah, honestly. My mom definitely does some stuff like that. Like, she's had a few, like, kind of small empty nester things. Like, for, like, longer than she needed to, she, like, insisted on continuing to buy me pairs of shoes when I needed shoes. You know, which aren't, like, a super expensive thing. It's, like, you know, 50 or 60 bucks for a pair of shoes. But it's, you know, significant. But I was an adult and enough to get it myself. And it would kind of be a thing where she would, like, ask me sometimes when we'd check out. When we'd be, like, getting dinner or something together, she'd be like, do you need shoes, by the way? Like, I could take you, you know? And it was a weird thing where there was no real reason for it, I think, other than she just liked to, like, have something that she was still doing it for me. She was doing it freehand style, yeah. I don't know if going up and over is worth. Get your mom on stream. We've talked about it, actually. Maybe at some point. Maybe at some point. God, if I wait for it to go up a little bit, it'd be better. Plant specifically to give her the task of watering them for you, yeah. What she actually wants, Blue, not fucking plants, is she wants a grandchild to have to come over and take care of. She's been very explicit about that. She's always like, no pressure, but like, you know, when's it happening? I'm doing the same thing over and over, man. It's not good. Once my installation coordinator and good friend was like, Deegan, stop taping off the stuff and just don't get paint on the flooring. You're still skilled professional. I tape it off anyways. Hey, it's better safe than sorry, right? Yeah, no pressure, but grandchild check. And she like jokes about like our like guest bedroom. She's like, that's where I'll be staying when, you know, I'm staying to help with the baby. Says shit like that. Yes! I am the worst. Until the time it's still on that floor. It's my mom, but with food. I feel like I won the jackpot with that. Doesn't happen often since I live 2 hours drive away, but when it does, I get feast, full freezer type deal. Let's go. Amanda's dad doing the same thing, dude. It's inevitable. Why do they lust for grandchildren so, Nemo? What is it? What is it about the grandbabbies that they need? No pressure, but child now. Yeah, literally. Like, Ma, we got to worry about fucking getting our roof fixed. You know what I mean? You gotta... Yeah, I see. Fuck like that, Ma's gonna get you landed on the fucking couch. Well, that's the funny thing, too, is, you know, she's got the, like, classic deflective. Anytime I'm like, you know, like... Money's tight enough as it is. I don't know if it's something we could swing. And like, we're both busy. We both work and all this stuff. And she's like, well, that's why I could be around to help. You know, I can make it easier. That's how people do these things. It takes a village. Yada, yada. And it's like, well, true, but you know. Yep. Fear the mortality and want to avoid it with doing the one thing that generation did as much as possible. Avoid fixing problems and have children. Yeah. Have children to fix problems, bro. Why am I this way? Oh, you know what I can do? I can use the upward propulsion of that. That's why that room is shaped like a damn P. Like that, and go up and over. P for penis, yeah. Villagers are the fastest way for game progression. Yep. Too slow? He wants both of you creating life in the next room. Yeah, that's what it is. Another baby will stop me from cheating again. Sounds like she should just adopt a kid, though maybe it's like other people's kids are more fun because when they get difficult, hand them back to the parents. That's exactly it. She does want to help genuinely, and she wants a relationship with a grandbaby, but she doesn't want a kid full time. That's kind of tight window, though, man. She is pretty content with her dog now too. She loves her dog, and that's like that's filled some of her like need to mother me and my sister. Find some friend with kids. There was this baby that my mom. Oop! Hey, we did it. First two is working better. I think this way might be more consistent if I get it down. Go bye. Thanks again, Crunch. Hey, we'll catch you later, Stripe. Oh, man. This way is flashier, yeah. What I'm doing is I'm actually going to the right too soon. I'm going to the right too soon. I'm pretty sure having a kid and a dog are the same thing for sure. Yeah, basically the same. One of them just has, you know, more opinions. That's the dog. You want obsequiousness, you gotta have a kid. We did it, by the way. Who's proud? He's in the floor. I'm sticking its nose in it. It's full sausage mode. Bye, Stripe. Be well. Now he's loaf. W attempt. Do it again. Yeah, I'm gonna. Because this is kind of this is the sort of game where when you get it down, you get it down, you know? There it is. I fucked it up, but still, dude. Hell. Bring forth the oat. Where is he? Oh, he's on the chair right in front of me here. New PB. That's what we do it for, baby. The dog is too concerned with what it consumes. The child is not. Maybe you weren't as a child, Granny. I sure as fuck was as a child. I was a fat kid at several points. And then I would, like, lose weight, and then I would get fat again. I remember getting those, we would get things of goldfish from BJ's where they'd come in these big cardboard boxes, and then you would pull out, it would have, like, 2 big silver bags inside. You know, they'd kind of have, like, the metallic inside a chip bag look, but all over the whole thing. I would just crack one of those fuckers open, and this was, like, a big-ass bag of goldfish. Get home from, like, 5th grade and sit there and just eat, like, half of one of those fuckers while watching Fairly Odd Parents. I was a damn cannonball, man. Yep. No. I am getting better at that way. I was very concerned with what I was eating. Yep. Really? You're not way too low? So I was stupidly skinny, so as a kid, my mom fed me, like, burgers and pizzas and stuff, trying to put some weight on me. Interesting. Yeah, I specifically remember, like, 4th to 5th grade, I got very fat. And then in, like, 6th to 7th grade, I spent a lot of time with, like, I, kind of, got really close with, like, a new friend, basically. And him and I spent all our time, like, running around in the woods and shit. And because I was running around in the woods and, like, hitting stuff with wooden swords with my friend, instead of sitting inside and eating, I lost a lot of weight. What grades? Yeah, F minus. 6-7. Yeah, 6-7. That emote's crazy. Oh, man. You also struggle to maintain and gain weight, Deegan? Yeah, some people are that side of the coin. I am not that side. And I will say, while it's annoying that I get fat easily, I will admit that a good part of it is I also put on muscle kind of easily, like when I dry. Yeah, the P.O. box, true. There's the oat for Nemo. Great oat for pics of Maisie and Mosey. Let's go. He's singing the song of his people. What told me? He seems happy, like he's not fighting to get out at all. He's just crying out to his people.
What?
Oatmeal, are you contacting Mothership?
He's looking at the camera.
Look at the raw girth here, chat. Look at that. Look how much meat we could sell if we were to chop him up. You know what I mean? He could feed an army for like a fortnight. Oatmeal, you are giant. He's purring. He's happy. He likes this. Oat maxing. 100%, yeah. Oh my goodness. Will you say that to the mic? Yeah, repeat that. Tell them.
Elaborate. Okay, he's done.
All right, yeah, let him go. Will not be sending away for that feast. What do you mean? He's completely unaware of how large he is. There is a lot of floof, to be fair. He's like a medium hair cat. Gizmo has like a sleeker coat than Oatmeal does. He's pretty floofy. Did you hear him? Nice. Don't skip. There's no reason to skip. There's no reason to skip. Wait, why? I keep doing it, but I got a lot better at the first part. I got a lot better at the first part, man. The last one when he was pissed. He was upset. Oh, what? I gotta lock in to get this one, chat. These rooms are getting pretty fucking tough. You have to wait to go to the right there. You gotta just shoot straight up for a second. Anyone hanging out know what the speed run is for 100% in this game? All the cherries, all the stages. The whole kit and caboodle. I feel like we might have talked about it before, but I forget, and I'm trying to remember. Fuck. Yep. Good one, yep. Gosh! Depends on how, 100%, I think. Gotcha. 25 minutes looks like. Wow, for the whole game, including all the fucking... No, that can't be the B-sides and C-sides and stuff. What? 1 hour 38. Okay, that makes more sense. Any percent. Yeah, that makes more sense. $25 is just any percent. You hold that record, Granny? Several 100% categories. Gotcha. I'm terrible. The task is somehow 3 whole minutes faster. Holy shit. I guess just goes to show how hard the execution is, right? How much frame perfect shit there is. That's fucky as dick. Why? You gotta actually grab on. The variety goals depending on how you do things. Okay. Fair enough, JP. Fucked it. Sometimes do shit that's feasible for humans to do, but without a setup or chance to fail. Yeah. I see what I have to do. I didn't even see it the first time. Now I understand there. We kind of got to scoot up around them. Dick on my dick. I've never liked task speedruns that much. Like, they are cool, don't get me wrong, but the whole aspect of somebody doing it, like, is the sauce for me, you know? It is, though. It's neat to see the theoretical and all that, but I don't know. I'm just not as into them. Ah. The spikes there are insane BM. I mean, they're necessary for the puzzle. Fuck. If I just commit and jump off the wall, by the way, that'll work. Yeah. It'll actually be easier for timing. Rest of it's real time, yeah. Any percent, and then there's Benny percent for all B-sides. Bonus for tasks that you had to programming it. That's fair. The 8C task once you're done. Yeah, well. Is 8C the one that you guys were like, you gotta do this? Bunny percent. Hollow Cure? Fucking Pakor or something is the bunny girl? It'd be 7C, okay. Leah said yes, Pakora. I was right. Pakora the terrorist? Leah said the gambling buddy lady. She didn't say terrorist, but... I can grab the wall there to reset. Video about a deathless full game run. That was nuts. Deathless full game run. I just can't. It must take so long, right? No, you don't want to bait that. That wall's bait. Leah doesn't know what Pecora did to that orphanage in 1996. Lore? I mean, just take the context. She's got a rocket launcher. There was an orphanage in 1996, and now there's not. No! Bait for the bait master. No! I actually don't need to land on the walls at all, I think. Probably the Doom mod. Let's go. No! Tough screen, man. Why? Come on, man. All right. Ricky's fucking awesome. Help me a lot. I am curious. Celeste is a game I genuinely might watch some content for, you know, off stream time afterward. We take it off the stream because I'm just curious to see the like extreme tiers of gameplay. Oh. Now that I have more context for the game in general and stuff. I'm sure there's still a lot of tech I need to learn about, though. I've heard many times that I've only learned, like, the baby tech. Alright, over. I can't believe that part was holding me up. That was like an easy portion. Woo! See? What? That takes me down to the bottom of the room? I'm still in the tutorial. Yeah, like Noida. Can't believe we're still in the Noida tutorial, man. Ugh. Waiting to hear about rapping. A little burrito. A little burrito. Chad, I don't know what I want to make for dinner. I'm a little paralyzed by choice now. I got so many things at the grocery store today. I got pizza rolls. I got buffalo chicken. I got mac and cheese bites. I got like a lo mein, thing that's like kind of like one of those, like it's like a bag that you just empty into a skillet and then heat up. Gonna be some chicken lo mein. Kind of tempted to have that one. What else, man? I think I got some other things too. It is going to learn new tech a little bit at a time. Chicken tomato onion curry with pan-fried gnocchi. That does sound good. Gnocchi rock. Leah fucks heavy with some gnocchi. Mira with the oatmeal cam. Holy hell. One more? All right, where is he, Leah? We got an oatmeal cam redeem. Dude, I've been looking up mass food prep for Sunday cooking days. I'm gonna make so much good shit as soon as I get myself in this kitchen. Let's go. Don't flee, my son. All right, good. He seems content. He seems content. Otis accepts my affection, yeah. Good boy. Camera's just... Oh, shit. Hard. I want you guys to see his little face, but... I can't turn. They had no right making cats this cute. Yeah, it shouldn't be legal. He's such a good boy, too. The fact that he actually does like being in laps. Like, I placed him here and he's like, okay, I will sleep in this lap. He's like purring and happy. Oh, man, you're just showing them your back. You just took offense to you pointing out his protruding belly. It's a good build for a sumo wrestler, Sister of the Sea. It's a compliment. Using my leg to push us back further to try to make it so you guys can see. Don't attack me. Look at them, Oatmeal. Look at them in the face. Look here. The paw. It's because literally he just wants to look at me. You know how like dogs like are always like looking at their owner with love? Oatmeal does that for me. He's such a good boy. Like he's just looking at me with bedroom eyes right now. Oatmeal is a dog. He's not the one that drinks out of the turlet. That's Gizmo. Happy boy. Yeah, do you see that? You're looking at OBS, Oatmeal. Do you see it up there now? Do you see yourself? The raw size of him. All right, Oatmeal. I think that's enough for an O-cam. We got to get back to the Celeste. Might get angered by himself, maybe. All right, you can stay on my lap, but... Thank you. Nice girth. All right, I'm playing with a controller, so we can actually leave him there. Leave him there and play like this for a minute. I'm losing the music, but that's okay. I'll get it back. I'll get it back. It's actually, it's weird streaming without, I don't hear anything at all, man. I don't hear anything at all. There's a game happening. Good. This actually might help me dial. We've got Curb Your Enthusiasm going on in the background. I can just listen to Larry David. That's certainly what the creators of Celeste intended, was for you to be listening to Larry David talk while you play this game. We did it. Put in your ears to hear things. Yeah, it's over there, though. It's far, Beefy, and it might disturb Oatmeal if I put that in my ears, and I really don't want to disturb him. Okay, so I need to do that with just one. I see how it's done, I think. Here we go. Whoop. Hey, oop, hey. Huge, huge. Oh, Oatmeal. He jumped off of me, chat. He left me. Hey, what's up, Lifey Chan? Welcome in. It was a cat. He left because he's terrible. And he hates me. Very upsetting for me. Very upsetting that this happened. There he goes, yeah. Welcome in, Lifey Chan. Hope you're doing well. Top 10 anime betrayals, yeah. Yeah, it's trash night, so Oatmeal is preparing for his long voyage to the dump. Because we're obviously going to leave him out in one of the bags. By the way, do we have a trash bag for tonight, Leah? We do? Okay. We have specifically our town. Wait, how the frickin' dick tit? Our town has trash bags we have to buy and then put our trash in. That is the way they, like, tax us for the trash service. Is we have to use town trash bags specifically. And they're very large, so it's not that big of a deal, but it can be very inconvenient if you don't realize you have run out of them. Can't do that. Are they particularly expensive? Yes, kind of. They're like, I think it's 20 bucks for 5 of them. So they're $4 a pop. Which is very expensive for a trash bag. But they're very big, so we use one of them per week. And we've had weeks that we've skipped by accident and been okay. And still always been able to put one bag. Because they're like, I don't know, they're like, I feel like comparable in size to like the really big like lawn trash bags you see. That kind of... And then, we have, like, a town, you know, supplied big recycling barrel. Like, imagine, like, one of those trash barrels that people can, like, hide in and pop out of. Like, that size, but a big blue recycling barrel. And they come every 2 weeks and take that away for free. Or as part of, I guess, what we pay for with the trash bags. Which I think is a fine fucking deal. But, like, in my mom's town, like, they don't have that shit. She's got to, like, go to the dump or, like, pay a private service. So, like, I'm happy enough that our town has fucking something. My place has raccoons, so we can't leave trash out. Damn. I haven't seen any raccoons. We haven't had any trouble with that yet, but it definitely could happen to us. Generally, like I said, we probably, like, with our, like, tall kitchen bag, the, like, main trash in our house, like the kitchen one, we probably change that out, like, once in the middle of the week and put a bag out in the bin outside, like, in prep for trash night. But it's probably only one per week, and the rest of the barrels we just get on trash night, so... We don't have that much outside. Sometimes the cat litter. Think about the difficulty of making bear-proof trash cans, because the overlap between the smartest bears and dumbest humans is significant. What are you gonna do? What? We saved it. We didn't save it. We saved it. We didn't save it. We saved it. We didn't save it. Baited by the bait wall, yeah. Down, over, up. That's supposed to be like the fun part, and I've been fucking it up. So look, here. This is where you might say I should dash into it. But it looks like it does want me to land on it and then get launched off. It looks like it wants me to land on it and then launched off because I cannot blast into it. Shit! No! I cannot blast into it because it's got spikes on the front, man. Like, I can't do that, you know? Alright. You dash downward while standing on it. You can do that. You can do that. It's just tough because it's a tight window. But yeah, let me give that a shot. I'm getting better at doing this, but I'm still fucking it up pretty often for sure. Yeah, tight booty hole window. Oh, man. Because it closes back into the spike area very quickly. So there's a very short amount of time when you can stand on it. The tightest windows are often the most satisfying to smash. I've never smashed a window. That would be fun. It'd be a fun thing to do. I broke something. What was it? It was like an old piece of equipment or something that we had to go and just put in a dumpster outside. And so before we put it in the dumpster, we like my buddies and I like took like bats and a sledgehammer to it. It was like a printer or something. I don't think it was a printer, but it was like that. Yeah, that's the strat. It was like that Office Space sequence. It was very fun. Why? There was a similar block for Strawberry and Mirror Temple. Gotcha. Fax machine? No, maybe. I don't know. It was something like that. Might have even been an old computer. But yeah, good time. I got nicked when I was 14 for throwing rocks at a greenhouse with friends. Was very fun until it wasn't. Yeah, fair. Throwing rocks. Hey! Look at that tomato sauce. We did it! Let's go! Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby. All right, now. That was stage 4, right? Or was that stage 5? Nice, thank you, Jar. Where are we now, chat? Oh, God. Oh, God. It wasn't a computer. All computers contain significant amounts of smoke. Magic smoke, that is. This is England. I don't think England is this pretty, Beefy. I think it's grayer, from what I've seen in the pictures. The moving pictures, that is. How the sheep wool am I supposed to do that, man? Can I just go up over here? No. That would, of course, be too simple. There you go. I don't solve it your way. I solve it my way. Okay. This is Summit. So, okay, we're very close to the end. England right now is a desert hellscape. How hot is it there? Can you guys convert, like, your high temperature today to Fahrenheit for my dull American brain? What? Because Seruptic was whining today about the heat. But then he did say it was 82, which is bad, but it's not that bad. 82 is like, you're all right, you know? 95 Fahrenheit in my office right now? Okay, yes, that is terrible. That is terrible. That is terrible. I feel for you very badly, my friend. You guys should get ACs. I know that's not like a thing people have, though. I know that's not just as simple as that. But ACs go crazy. The humidity does... It's not the heat, it's the humidity. Trust me, I get it, Beefy. I get it. Once again, I'm not saying it's great. I'm not saying it's great. I'm just saying, you know, fellow hating the heat, Ben in the mines. I feel like it's once you hit 90 that it's really like, shit fucking sucks. Above 85 too, pretty bad, but especially it's like crossing the 90 bridge is like, you know, you gotta do something. You must take action. 3D printing in your office, you get a nice heated chamber. Was 96 Fahrenheit during the day. Yeah, that's hot as fuck. That's hot as fuck. And that's, see, Mira, that aligns with what I thought the heat was like, and I was surprised when Seruptic said 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Now was a cool day. Yeah, so that, okay, that's crazy. That makes more sense, because like I'm saying, I thought that the heat was like insano levels. And he was like, yeah, I'm dying here, bro. It's 82. And I was like, oh, well, yeah, that is hot, but like 82 is less, you know, less crazy. 96 is crazy. Greece, 40C, 104F, but I was fine. Here it barely reaches 90 and I hate it. It is the humidity, Beefy. It is the humidity. Welcome with Pika Peak. Thanks, Autumn. We'll catch you later. I appreciate you popping in. I hope you have a good night. That's why, you know, it's like commonly like fucking 100 in Arizona or whatever, but it's fine. Because it's a dry heat, baby. It's a dry heat. I should have just gone straight to the right. Not required to wear clothes while working from home? Yeah, hell yeah. I have to do meetings often enough that I have to wear clothes at least for some of the time, but I can be naked for a good bit of it. I'm naked during my workday pretty regularly. Certainly more regularly than people that work in the office. Oh, just go to the right. Realize how effective sweating is? Yeah. Really homophobic main character changes Pokemon's gender? My goodness. We had our second ever red warning this week? Yeah, that's crazy. Sweating, it's 80% humidity here. It sounds terrible. That sounds fucking terrible. I feel for you, genuinely. Why? Just go straight to the right. It's because, like, sometimes I think it's like my eyeballs. Like, I'm tracing where I'm looking, and I was looking up at the stage beyond. Just to the right. Yes. Woo. But yeah, no, that's crazy. Once again, with humidity, that kind of temperature is insane, Omira. Like, you guys must be fucking struggling. Makes sweating not work. Yeah, I think that's why... What's it called? A wet bulb event, right? Is when it gets so humid and so hot that sweat does actually nothing. Hey, what's up, rats? 7B's going pretty well. We're at apparently like the end of 7B. Dick! Big life experience, you know it goes for real? Yeah, the city is hot. Our house here is literally just cooler than our apartment was. And I think it has something to do with the building being older, but some of it's just not being in, like, that dense living where, like, we had apartments all around us and people beneath us, you know? Oh, had to shoot right up there. Dick! Come. Yeah, the greenhouse effect on top. Yeah, it's... I remember noticing it at one point when it was the middle of the summer. And we were going from our apartment out to, like, a friend of a friend's, like, graduation party or something. And we were going, like, out to the suburbs. And it was remarkable how much cooler it felt just out in the suburbs compared to just where our apartment was. Just because of, like, I don't know, all this stuff. The greenhouse effect and, like, the increased amount of pavement and the closer together buildings. And it was just crazy. And Mira, you don't have AC or nothing? I know a lot of England doesn't. Ugh! I feel like I'm not approaching that right. I gotta, like, get more directly under it or something. Partially illegal. Here in Ireland, it's just rare. Gotcha. AC isn't too common here. Built for cold rain. Yeah. No frozen water bottles behind the fan tech? Wow, that's crazy. How's it working? How's it working? Yeah, and I know, like you're saying, built for the cold rain. It's like literally the buildings are all built to contain heat, especially because England is so shitty all the time weather-wise. What? Literally not built for this. Like the most accurate, not built for this. Be damn type thing, yeah. Helping? Hey, we take those. Any relief is nice, right? I stayed all day the whole day for AC. I was gonna say shops probably have it, right? My old house didn't have AC and it got to 105. I got so desperate I had to make my own swab cooler, similar to the water bottle. We also... A thing I've done in the past, I haven't had to in a long time, but is just go down to the basement. Which is just go down to the basement. You know, I don't know if you guys have basements, a lot of the houses where you are, but where we do, it's a lot of like stone foundation basements, and they're generally pretty cool, and it's like one of the only places where you can just go sit and be cool. Family place up in northern Norway has AC, which helps a lot in the 20C heat waves. Holy. Yeah, or go see a movie. Yeah, and any place that, yeah, gets you out in public for a while where they have AC. Go to the gym, but don't work out. Just sit in the fucking... sit in the locker room. Change in and out of your gym clothes. Look at your phone when no one's in there. Oh! Tough. I should have just gone straight over to the right. 20C heat waves. What's 20C in Fahrenheit? Like 70? I don't think 20 is super warm. 68. Yeah. Like I'm pretty sure that like, you know, like 23 to 25 is like nice. That's like your standard nice. That's probably like 75 or so. Yep. This is probably the hardest flag, by the way. Oh, sick. Hell yeah. That alone seems annoying. How the fuck? Okay, I see it. I have to do an upwards diagonal dash there. I gotta go over to the left a little more first. Thebes agrees. This is the hardest flag. We might be here for a minute, chat. Miru, you want to throw up a prediction? Do we get to the next flag? Do we get to the next flag by, let's say, 36 hours? That gives me 17 minutes. Gives me 17 minutes. Which I think will be tight. Ring out the clouds for all their height, yeah. Prediction. Do we get this flag by 36 hours on the timer in the top left? That was close. Getting on the prediction, everybody. Do we win it or do we lose it? Go my chat food, earn my ill-removed gains. Thebes, if you earned all the way up to a game wreck, what would you request? Come on. I never thought that far. I'm always just curious to hear. Gotta go straight over there? I always joke about porn games, but I don't play those. Yeah, if we play a porn game, it's gotta be Tamervale at this point. I'll play it just on the just chatting screen the whole time. I won't show you guys the game. I'll just commentate. I'll be like, all right, now I'm doing some combat. I'm grinding. I just got to level up. Okay, now there's a tiger with giant tits on the screen. Tamervale mentioned. Yeah, you can summon Deegan from the ether with that. Like, you can summon Mira with Factorio or Path of Exile. Yep. Ooh. Zoom reflection. Hello. Oh, Deegan, also earlier when we were playing UFO 50 at the start of stream, Mira and I did a little bit of Overbold Versus. That's that arena shooter where you kind of like, you know, raise the stakes on each round and try to get to the end. Very, very fun. I know you said you were enjoying that one. At some point, if we do it when you're around, we should have you on for the remote play to do that. Come on. That's really hard, man. All right, we got 15 minutes. Pay the believers. I'm a big Noida person, so I'd probably recommend Casualties Unknown. It's like Noida Spelunky Terraria, and the cult fans are ravenous for blind people, so it'd probably do great. It's only a demo right now, so it's free. That's actually Thebes that already got requested. So we have that on the schedule, and it's pretty deep into the requests. I don't know, next 3 weeks, maybe a month. We're going to be trying that out. Yeah, 50-50 on the prediction. 20K in their total. Still 2 minutes left. For real, that game's fucking awesome. Well, yeah, I'm excited to check it out. Hopefully we'll see you then. Yep. All right. We're also, I was talking to the mods about this last night, talking to Bird, our editor as well. But I'd sort of been worried about like how much time the requests were taking on the schedule, not because I didn't enjoy them, but just because I felt like we weren't getting through mainline games, and we weren't like pumping out good edits and stuff. And then I sort of realized like the requests are a great excuse to do lots of like quick, like I tried X game edits. So stuff like Casualties Unknown, that might be like perfect for something like that. Oh, yeah, it is furry adjacent, isn't it? Furry adjacency, what have I learned anything about them? It's a group makes banging fucking games. At the end of the day, I just care that the game is good. Truly. And I mean that, like, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Like, I really do enjoy flavor in games and stuff like that, but it really doesn't matter as long as it's fun to play. And I got nothing against furries, so why the hell not? As long as it's not porn, you know? Couldn't have had trust. We got plenty of time, Jar. What are you doing? We got 13 minutes still. We started this at like, what, 17 minutes on the bet? And I've made progress. You're getting your money back, bro. Don't worry. It's so tough. I have inherent faith in furries. You and the entire IT industry. 07. On, man. Oh. Come on. Rec isn't quite as esoteric as Fractal Block World. Didn't you request Besiege, Deegan? Isn't that this weekend? I'm already a nerd, so there's overlap. Everyone in this chat right now is a nerd. Pseudo Regalia, my beloved. Is that a game? I've heard that name before, 100%. The choice to kill the anime furry to save the monster. Oh. Bro. That's so tough. Blender's a big fan of it. 3D platform Metroidvania with some of the best movement. Interesting. Maybe I'll have to look at it at some point. 3D platformer Metroidvania. Sounds fun. Our friend no rando, but he probably talked about it and Blender was in the chat. That's what I'm gleaning. I'm a rando. Oh! Blender's doing his big move out of the sad house. The apartment, he was the other one. So my last apartment lived there for 10 years and Blender was my roommate that also lived there for 10 years. So that's the true end of the OG group. Moving out of that apartment. End of a fucking era, man. It's crazy. Funny how the places you live throughout life do that. Yeah, you have double dash on the final stage only, Billy. Billy, how you doing in the heat? Is Scotland broiling, or are you alright? Hope to see the CU stream. I saw some small streamers just blow up because how cultist the fan base is. I can only hope it goes well for you. Yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely put it on the schedule and stuff. Oh, yes! No, close though. Scotland is warm, but a lot better than England. Yeah, I mean, it's just much farther north. Engine fine. I'm very, very happy about, yeah. I hate heat. Yeah, me too. Not a fan of the heat. It's been too hot here recently, but like it's fine. You know what I mean? Like it's hot, but it's fine. I can deal with it. I know it's not as bad as 95 fucking Fahrenheit without AC. You know? We have very good AC in our house, so we're very lucky. You're stuck in Mississippi? Damn. That's that humid heat. I've never been to Mississippi, but I've heard. And I got no reason to believe that that was a lie. Hey, what's up, G? Oh! I guess I just gotta go straight to the right there, but it feels like I need the height. There it is. And yeah, you just gotta go straight to the right. Fuck, man. That wasn't enough. Let's just use that. I don't like a lot of the same games. I was here for Deltarune, though, just lurking, so I'll see. Yeah, no worries at all, Thieves. Genuinely, there's never any pressure. This is entertainment. Watch the content that entertains you. Yeah. And even 25 other items in your wish list are on sale. Yeah, we're all going through that right now, G. I already gifted out a copy of UFO 50 earlier to celebrate. Yes! Oh! You don't even need to go to the other side. Dare I look? Seems like there's some good stuff. I'm gonna be looking a little bit later. I'm gonna look just a little bit later. I never really get myself games anymore outside of the stream space. It's pretty rare. Not never, but it's definitely much more rare than it used to be. And you know, Steam Summer Sale, that's a time where I could maybe get a game for me for fun. That's not for the stream or nothing. Last time I think I did that actually was Crimson Desert, and then I barely played it, so I really should play that game more. But you know, that's how the backlog goes. On this, the night before payday. It's payday for me tomorrow, too. Alright, we actually only have 6 minutes to make good on the bet. I might have to lock in a little bit here. Alright, up and over. Oh! You want to get The Last of Us? Hell yeah, do it, bird. I've tried to play The Last of Us on a couple occasions, and it just doesn't stick with me. Hearts will understand if it takes longer. Yeah, it is hard. You're also a doubter. And I think it's purely because I like the story, I like the atmosphere, I don't like the gameplay. I find the gameplay pretty boring. Pretty just okay. And if I'm ever kind of enjoying the gameplay, then it kind of like pulls you back into the story, and it's all about that for a little while, and I don't know. Never quite got all the way there for me. But I appreciate it. Oh wait, I got to the flag! That was the flag! Yo, pay the believers! I didn't even register it! Pay the fucking believers. Let's go. Bon, get poor, bro. Bird, get poor, bro. Who else was a doubter? Yo, let's go. Have superpowers. Yeah, genuinely. Ooh. It was a short flag. Here, chat. I want to get another beer. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to pause real quick. Just grab another beer. I'm not going to put up the BRB screen or nothing. I'll be right back. All right. We back. The last beer, chat. Sad. I'm going to blame the guy who encouraged you to relax. We're channeling NL. Yeah, that's what we do. Ultra Instinct did without thinking. What flag was that thing at again? What thing? We're at flag 12. So that was flag 11 that we just did. We bit a crackle. All right, hold on. Mira hears crackle and she says, brother, give it the snap and pop. Check, check. Testicles, Testadelphia. Woo. Ugh. Yeah, also, Thebes, thinking on the overlap of games, I don't know why that's where my brain just went back to, but I definitely do really enjoy Metroidvanias, so every now and then I'm sure you'll see us playing one of those, and it'll be something you're either interested in or something, because I like platformers and I like Metroidvanias and stuff, so I enjoy coming back to those. Not something we always have on the schedule, but we kind of have for a while now. Metroid Dread would be very fun. I still, a while back, I remember for a while I was talking about playing the original Metroid. Just whatever the very first Metroid game is would be fun, you know? Axiom Verge would be fun. Great game. Yeah, I actually, you know what Metroidvania that's super modern, but I really enjoyed and want to go back and finish at some point? The newest Prince of Persia game, dude. Prince of Persia, whatever it was called, like in the Lost Crown or something, was very good. Had insanely good game feel, well-designed levels, and a really nice Metroidvania mechanic where you could just take pictures and you could take screenshots and leave them on the map to remind you of things. Like, this is the room with the thing that I can't get up here. You can just leave a little thing on the map that you can click and it brings up a screenshot that you took to leave a note for yourself, which I think is so fucking sick. And they gamify it too, where you have like 5 of those that you can use at a time, and then you get more later and you can use more of them at a time. Gotta check the schedule every now and then? Hell yeah. Platformer fan than Metroidvania, gotcha. Yeah, this is definitely this is the only like pure platformer we've played around here, I think. At least extensively. More Metroidvanias usually. I like the idea of doing Meat Boy at some point though. Because I enjoy platforming. Cuphead, love Cuphead. I already beat it. I never played the DLC. It'd be fun to go back and play again, though. It was years ago now. Let's go! It was years ago now that I played it, so it would be like playing it totally fresh, you know? I did beat it. I beat the base game. I did not, like, you know, get S rank on all the levels or whatever it is. I don't remember what the score shit is. You beat it? That beat it with your friend? Nice. Cuphead was very fun. Also beat Cuphead with him too. Really enjoyed that game. It was crazy fucking difficult though. You know? That's one of those games that is decidedly unchill. Because like, people always reference, you know, Souls games as being constantly unchill. But Souls games kind of have an up and down. You know, where there are like some moments where you're kind of walking around and killing like easier enemies and just exploring and like reading stuff and like doing whatever. And Cuphead like does not have much of that. Basically, the only game that you do is fucking insanely hard boss fights. Hey, Alexander, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Which is great, but at the same time, it's one of those games that it can be like truly draining because it's very difficult the whole time. Yeah, just hell the whole time. It's great. I love it. I played the whole game. It was fun. But it's one of those where sometimes you play it for like a couple hours and then you're like, all right, I'm going to come back tomorrow. You know, as opposed to like Minecraft. Where, like, if you're in a Minecraft phase, you can play Minecraft for 9 hours straight, and it's awesome. Consistently. Like, I feel like I would not be built to put Minecraft tier hours into Cuphead. You know what I'm saying? Even though I love Cuphead. Just because of the raw mental strain. I do want to play the DLC at some point, though, so playing through Cuphead again could be fun. Survival craft games in general, for me, yeah, are like, can just sink endless hours. I agree. Survival craft, or like, I'm like that way with, nice. Kind of like colony sim-esque stuff. You know, something else like that, where you're like kind of just building something up over a long time. Hours can just go away, like factory games. But I still generally... Factory, I get put at the time more and more often, but it's up there too. It depends. I feel like factory games, a lot of the time, keep my interest really well, but every now and then, especially late into the game, oh, let's go! That was clean! Late into the game, the tasks themselves get so involved that it can kind of be like, do I feel like doing this? And then that creates a stopping point. Where early on, it's like... Oh, I just need to set up coal real quick, and then I can do this. And then if I get that coal going, I can do this. And all those things are, like, individually easy, but then end up taking a lot of time. And that hooks you. But later, they become things where it's like, oh, man, I gotta go fucking expand my oil production and whatever. And, like, I know how to do it, but it's just kind of... I just gotta do it now. It's, like, busy work. Play Minecraft for 33 plus consecutive hours? Holy dick. That's heavy Minecraft. I've never Minecraft that heavy. But I did. I had a really big phase a few years ago. Yes, no! Before streaming, I had a big, like, you know, sunk 100 hours in over the course of, like, 1 month. Which is, you know, compared to 33 hours straight, is not that extreme, I guess. But it was, for me, it was a good amount. Yeah, and I built a fucking awesome castle. I wish I had saved that file somewhere. Longest is like 20, damn. Wait, what am I actually supposed to do there? Because I don't have boosts at that point, bro. I'm out of boosts now. Genuinely, I guess I have to get up their boostless. You can get that for sure. It's like I achieved this massive project to create this thing to begin making this other thing. I personally found that mentality started killing the game for me. So shifted the perspective to deriving more enjoying from achieving the new blueprint to save into the collection. Oh, interesting. Sure, yeah, that makes sense. More like meta progress. I did it again. I spent them. And I guess I just can't spend them. Hold on. Can I do this without dashing? Yes. You need to dash there. Boosts or boobs? Boosts. So that one's required. Now save. Oh! God damn. It's so tight. I mean, but I can hold on to the walls. If I need to just hold on for a second sometimes in order to climb that little bit higher and still make the jump, you gotta just do it, man. You gotta put the time in for shit like that. Know what I mean? Life's about the little details sometimes. Don't let fucking Tim Apple tell you it's not, you know? God damn it. I do generally... I've spent plenty of time, I will say, despite what I was saying about Cuphead, I've spent plenty of time playing Souls games for very long periods of time. That was almost it! Because again, those you can sort of pace yourself a little bit. The more linear games, it's a little more difficult to do so, but there's still options of like different stuff to do, and you can go and like farm and grind and try to like get pieces of armor and stuff. Whew. Things at flag 8, oh baby. Get a bit of that in PoE 1 too. Why am I trying to get stronger if this build's just a build the whole time? Shifting into what can I do with this build instead? Yeah. That makes sense, I guess, a little bit. I don't know if I've done it as intentionally as what you're saying here, Mira. Like, I'm going to think about it differently. But I've sort of just found myself chasing after goals differently in games over time. But genuinely, I do. I'm sure plenty of y'all feel this way, too. I consider it to be something outside of my control, where I'm often relieved if there is a game that is satisfying me. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you end up in those phases like we were talking about the other day where you want a game, but you don't know what you want to play and nothing's kind of hitting the spot. So sometimes it's just so relieving when something like is hitting, even if you can't quite reason why. Yep. Yes! There's always Breath of the Wild. Not for me. Think of a game you've done that with. Not as explicitly as what you're saying, honestly, Mira. Yo, Luxander with the Prime sub. Thank you. I appreciate it, for real. Holy shit. So nice. Thank you for popping in for subbing with the Prime. We did it. We're at flag 9. We have one more flag. Whew. Up and over? Tip. I'm stuck there with the games. It's tough, dude. Squirrels, that's a tough spot to be in. That's often when I default to, like, trying, like, MMO demos. Because I don't know what to fucking do with myself. A follow into the sub in the heart? Yeah, very kind. Thank you. Oh, I was trying to shoot up into the cloud. Almost. Yeah, I've been in a good spot with that recently. I've been pretty satisfied. Like, I've been really wanting to play UFO 50 and then kind of like wanting to get back to Path of Exile 2 a little bit. Although last night I booted up PoE 2 and it was fun. I was like having a good time, but I was kind of like itching to go back to UFO 50 after all. I don't know. I think I'm just that's the phase I'm in right now, and I should just ride with that vibe. That's what my brain and my body want. So that's what I'll grind off stream a little bit for now. Although I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna look at the Steam sale later, so that might all go out the window. this is the partner I was talking about all those times. Oh shit, let's go. Well, hey, welcome in. Good to see you. That's funny. You know, the name was familiar, and I feel like it's because you've mentioned it before, Deegan, genuinely. Yeah, welcome in, Lux. Good to see you. Oh, grind hard, then get burnt out at like 90%. I know, heresy to you 100%ers. No, I'm like that, Squirrels. I don't 100% plenty of stuff. I think you should play with it however much you want. The 100% is there if you want that excuse to play that much. Whenever you burn out, you should stop playing. Fuck! Managed to break out of that slump, thankfully, with Enshrouded. Ooh, convinced the BF to give it a go despite some mild protests. Let's go. Helps the D2 got gutted. I hope you guys have a good time. Mira, you should share some builds and stuff in the Discord if you're comfortable doing so. I would like to get back into Enshrouded, actually. I'll probably wait till the 1.0 at this point, but... No! The 2 hours yesterday, I found out the release is so close today. Let's go. That's funny, the timing. Also, with no comment was maybe weird to me. No, it's all good. We've had people before that have popped in and just subbed and said nothing and stuff that are just lurkers, and like, that's totally chill too, you know? Now I would say, chat, I am often a chatter. Now I'm often a chatter when I hang out in Twitch streams. Not all the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the time I will chat, like, at least a little bit. But I never used to. Ever. Before starting streaming. At least incredibly rare. There were a couple of times in just probably Dan Giesling's stream where I chatted, like, a tiny bit. When I was, like, in the office and bored and no one was around me and I could, like, open the stream. But that was even, like, pretty close to when I started streaming, the memories that I'm thinking of doing that. Doing so, it's a good company your stream, ironically enough. Really, Mira? That's crazy. Let's go. That's funny. I wouldn't have pinned you like that because you're, like, such a... I don't know. I feel like you're, like, a good text communicator, basically. So I figured you chatted a lot. I like popping on Celeste streams when I do GM maps. What's GM? Is that Mario? What if you jumped off the cloud better? True. Grandmaster. Okay, and that's a Celeste thing. Fuck. Difficulty for modded maps. Yeah, okay. I do just need to jump off the cloud better. I need to be further over to the left. Yep. Tend to be quiet for a while, then slowly start talking, depending on the vibe. Yeah, it's like that for me, too. I feel like a lot of the reason I chat now in a lot of the streams I hang out in is now most of the streams I hang out in are streams that I know through streaming. So there's already that established relationship that I think makes me more comfortable. Like, for instance, like... a stream I spend a lot of time in and don't chat a lot, and when I do, I'm like kind of like nervous and awkward about it, is like Midnight Sumo. You know? I hang out in that stream a lot, and I chat very little, and when I do, I'm like, oh, am I being awkward? You know? I always found it super anxiety triggering, so getting the time in here helped. Well, let's go, Mira. Hell yeah. I'm glad to hear it, for real. Thank you for always hanging out here, too. It's crazy to me if it just goes to show how natural you've been with it. It's baffling to me, you know? But, like, hell yeah, I'm glad that you felt comfortable enough to do that here, for real. Message my partner, you following my streamer. I'm your streamer? I'm honored. Yep. Oh! Giant stream from time to time where the chat zooms by. I don't chat because why even? Yeah, 100%. I never really watch Northern Lion live. It's just the VODs on YouTube for me usually. But every now and then, like during the workday or something, if nobody I know is live, I'll just open up NL in the background. And like, that's a chat that I would never bother. That's a chat that I would never bother. Whoop. Like, even someone like Dan Giesling, who, again, like, I've chatted in a couple of times. Not much, but a little bit. A little bit. He's got, like, 1,000 viewers. And even in that, like, there's a chance, you know, you interact with somebody else in the chat or he reads your message or something. Not every time, but, you know. It's actually a chance. With, like, Northern Lion, it's like, generally, it's not. You're not really going to actually get to interact in any kind of meaningful way in the chat. Which is fine. When you hit a size, that's just what it is, man, you know? I love those 2 spikes right there as just terrible BM. We're gonna watch live these days? Let's go. I appreciate it. I did dream that Dan Giesing said hi to me once IRL. That's when I knew the parasocialness had gone too far. Only really follow one streamer at a time. I mean, that kind of makes sense, right? If you're really into like, I'm sort of the same way. It's a very small number. It's a very small number, you know, that I really actually actively watch. Because if you're into a streamer, that generally means you watch many hours of their content. And there's only so many hours in a day. Man. You don't dream of a significant situation. It was, yeah. I like had a dream, which was a rare thing. I think it was after I got my wisdom teeth taken out, wasn't it, Leah? I was on a tolerance break. I wasn't smoking weed because I'd gotten my wisdom teeth taken out. And yeah, I was dreaming again all of a sudden and waking up with cold sweats because I'm like not built to dream anymore. And one of the dreams was I was like walking through town. I was walking through town and then Dan Giesling was out for a run. Winner of season 10 of Big Brother, Dan Giesling, was out for a run. And he ran by me. And he ran by me and he waved and he said, "Hey, Chris." And then he kept running. That was the whole dream. That's all I remember from it. But I woke up in like a cold sweat and I was like, Leah, I met him. I met him. He knows me now. Dan's heard I ghosted him after. Yeah, maybe. Don't bully me, Daniel. He proceeded to beat you to death with bowling pins? Maybe. I don't remember any of the rest of the dream. Because, yeah, I generally don't dream. It's a pretty common thing for people that smoke a good amount of the devil's lettuce. To not dream. And, yeah, not a common thing for me these days. And if I do dream at all, the memory of it is, like, very slight. You know, like I said, like I remember like basically that one scene and that's it. I don't remember like whole dreams. I feel like people will tell me about their dreams and they'll be like, and then I was a wolf and then I got directed into the sky. And when I was up in the sky, all of a sudden the sky wasn't a sky anymore, but it was my first grade classroom. But instead of my teacher, it was actually my aunt that was there, but she was dressed up like my teacher, which was really weird. And I had peanut butter, you know, that's like the normal kind of like dream thing that happens. Don't smoke at all where my dreams at? That I don't have an answer for you, to be fair. I don't do shit and I've never had a dreams. Yeah, I guess I don't know. Hey, dreams, I forget what happens, but when I dream, I remember and they have lore. That's crazy. Very specific. Are you lying to us right now? No, not this time. Up and over? How are you supposed to do that, man? I feel like I just don't know. Man. I got the fireworks stands here. I'm pumped. You guys get to shoot off any there? You're not supposed to, but people do, and generally it's not super hard to clamp down on as long as you're not, you know, lighting off like some real fucking heavy ordnance. Don't want to tell you? Not yet, Jar. I appreciate you offering. Give me a minute to keep flapping the old pink hair around. Apparently do dream. Hubby will tell me whatever I spoke of in my sleep, but from my perspective, I fall asleep, then poof, it is morning. Yeah, I talk in my sleep a little bit. Oh, he has Gizmo. The danger.
Might die, chat.
Ellie. Probably will die if I continue that. Yeah, she's literally looking at me like, what did you do? She just gave me a fucking death glare, chat. She was like, you did not fucking touch my belly. I'm sorry, Gizmo. I love you. Danger stream. Yeah, the death stare. What are you trying to do here? I'm trying to get to the left, Grady, and as far as I can tell, to articulate my problem that I'm having is I am one boost short. As I get to the end here, we go up and over, come down here, and we go bingo, bango, dodge, and then I need a, unless, oh wait, no, I can go, ooh, never mind. I thought I would hit those crystals there, but I don't. Those crystals are good crystals. Berserkium button. Fuck. Oh my god, it's tight. It's really tight. Like when you do it, it's like, oh yeah, just do it. But it's fucking type B. It's TB, chat, not tuberculosis, type butthole. Did you go over it twice? I'm not sure I understand what you mean. When we get there again, I'll see it. Maybe I'll get it. Oh! This game for the trans rep, but I didn't realize it was like this. These long sequences are rough. This is, for what it's worth, Lux, we are in the, like, intentionally hard post-game content now. So the base game is not this challenging. That said, the base game is challenging for sure. Well, bingo, bravado, Chevy Silverado. That's right. Yeah, this is very late optional content, like, you know, kind of post game, quote unquote. But the game in general is hard. Hocus Pocus, Forward Focus. That one's good too. You guys gotta keep reminding me of these so I actually, you know, integrate them into the vernacular and effectively steal them from you. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? I've gone through your Hollow Knight content, but how does it compare overall? What do you mean waiting light? Like, how does the content compare, or how does the game compare? Hocus Pocus Forward Focus is good. Handcrafted those for you as a gift. Don't worry. Thank you. As a gift. It's your daughter's wedding. I thought I should give a gift out of respect. Hocus Pocus Forward Focus. I am. Oh, and then I gotta land on the other side, and then that's the over twice. Bruising them on the community is really good maps. True. Challenge of gameplay? They're kind of different kinds of challenging. They're sort of different kinds of challenging. I think Hollow Knight is more frustrating. For me. It's hard to answer. They're both, I would say they are both difficult games. You know, to put it the most simply, they are both difficult games, and you have to like difficult games to enjoy them to their fullest. I think Hollow Knight is more frustrating. Because I think Celeste's gameplay loops are very frictionless. And I think that makes death in Celeste not feel like a big deal. Deaths in Hollow Knight can have, like, you know, lost currency and big runbacks that you have to deal with and stuff. And in general, I like those mechanics. They add stakes, and they are fun in that game. But I think the challenge can be maybe a little more grating in that game at times. For me. My read. Sir? Alright. I did the wrong thing. Ori and the Blind Forest is best Metroidvania. Oh shit, Mira loves Ori. Mira's an Ori enjoyer. I played a bit of it and I enjoyed it. I didn't like that it didn't have boss fights. But it was very pretty. I really liked the vibes of Ori for sure. And I haven't played the whole thing. Maybe if I played the whole game, I'd feel stronger about it. I only tried it. Miba requested it a while back. It was fun. Metroidvania mixed with some of this type of precision platformer. Gotcha, yeah. Play Ori 2 on your pack schedule? Sounds good. We gotta play Mina the Hollower instead, which nobody's asked for, but I'm choosing to do. Sister asked, true, yeah. Sister requested. Plus difficulties like slamming yourself into a wall repeatedly. Hollow Knight difficulties like jumping off a cliff, yeah. Yep. Both great games, though. I'm not discrediting Canada. I have a lot of respect for Moose. And I like the French Canadians' commitment to being, you know, just a little angry. Very Bostonian of them. Alright, this is it. Don't fuck it up. Yes, sir. Oh! Dash reset on walls? No, only on... the dash only resets when your feet touch the ground. Or if you hit an item that resets your dash, like the bouncers or the green diamonds. So on. You gotta slip off that one fast. Ugh. Clouds or bloody clouds, famously known as a sunset. There is a nice sunset here, isn't there? Oh, man. Huge. That was good bounce-ticles. Excellent bounce-ticles. Throw the spikes the first wall. I thought you do that twice to get to the next one. Ah, gotcha. Okay, I see. Yeah, no. Unfortunately. I'm getting better, though, at making across this portion. Keep feeling like it's like, this is the one, and then it doesn't happen, man. And then it's taken from me. Brutally ripped from my Sasauge fingers. I do have kind of thick fingers, chat. Even when I've been like on the thinner side, when my weight has waned, you know, my fingers still stay kind of fucking, you know, soggy. Squishies for the mental? Yeah, maybe. Might be the longest flag so far. It is long, yeah. I used to have a ring that I wore, and it was like a fat-ass ring, bro. Thing was big. Thing was big, big. Go muster real quick. All right, Godspeed. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna prepare a little more mental for me. What time is it? 9:40? Yeah, we got a little while. We're chilling. Ring was for... The ring was entirely for opening beer bottles. All right. Sure, babe. Oh, do you mean like a cock ring? I hardly even know what a cock ring is for. It's for like restricting blood flow, but like, why do you want that? I guess it must feel good, right? That must be why. But it's one of those things I've never fully understood. Like, I can reason out why I think it makes sense, but I don't know. I guess you should try it. Don't knock it till you try it. Bronze skull ring. I can't wear during the summer because it oxidizes. Oh, tough. Skull ring sounds cool, though. It sounds very metal, Mira. $29 life on that win. Only because they took some dumb damage. Ain't that just the way? I probably will play some UFO 50 later, actually, because now that we unlocked those profit farming strats, and by unlocked, I mean chat told me. And by chat told me, I mean they watched me playing the game and figured it out while I didn't. But I actually think that changes the game big time. Because they thought to ask some big questions that I didn't. Used to buy the edges ring I could from each festival I go to. Probably have 30% of them left, but I didn't lose. Let's go. That's awesome, Mira. Gonna say I thought I'd be better at pin golf than I ended up being. Pin golf's not easy. Question everything. Yeah, I mean, I do that more now, honestly, after Noida. You know? I did it a bit before, but it's helpful when you have a chat that's questioning a bunch of stuff, because you guys can individually question things, and then it compounds to more. Whereas I am also individually questioning things, but I am but one man, and a shitty one at that. It is fun, though. It allows us to collectively solve stuff. Like the puzzle in this game, the one with the birds. We kind of wrecked that shit. And it was pretty collaborative, because I, like, you know, was yapping aloud about what I thought and mentioned the birds, and that got chat to start thinking about it, and then chat, like, looked up the stuff for what the birds were, and then we pieced it together, you know? Fun. But why? It's like, Blizzard does this sometimes. I think GGG does it as well. But we'll just put like super obscure stuff in games that is specifically supposed to be for the community to have to like collaboratively figure out. Which is fun, I think. When you know, when you have a big enough audience and you can do that, why not? It's very fun. %. Yeah, I don't know what the PoE ones are like, but some of the WoW ones are crazy. Like, I got this one mount in WoW that was basically just like an evil-looking unicorn. Pretty much just like a dark-looking unicorn. And the quest line you had to follow to get this thing was actually fucking crazy. Here it is! I see it! I saw the answer! I saw the answer. But it was crazy, and it was the sort of thing where it was, like, only super vaguely hinted at by Blizzard, and players just had to, like, figure it out, and they, like, through brute force of players, you know, were able to do it and piece it together. But this thing had you, like, going into old dungeons and finding, like, small consoles and putting in, like, specific numbers and shit. Stalled doing the answer for too long. I did, but I saw it at least. Saw it at least. Mango, what's going on, buddy? Hey, welcome back, Jar. I'm gonna lurk to say I was there when the community figured out the Dark Unicorn. I helped them decipher the hex codes in Nomer. Did you? That's awesome, Mango. Very cool event. Hi, everybody, back to lurking. Hope you enjoy lurking. That's sick as fuck, though. Let's go. Yes, the Lucid Nightmare. Yes, the Lucid Nightmare. Love games with puzzles. I like puzzles, too. Obviously, we play a lot of games with puzzles in them. I like puzzles, which is why I was one of the many people that was upset when God of War Ragnarok told me how to solve all its puzzles fucking 3 seconds after I was presented with them. They were like, hey, you mind if we have fun with our game instead of you? We're gonna have fucking Heimerdicker here say the thing instead so that you don't get to fucking play the game. Up and over. Let's go. Apparently this is the flag. Hey, a bird. I like Portal for the puzzles. Portal rocks, yeah. I like Portal for the puzzles too. What? Oh, it's teaching me to wall jump. It's teaching me to wall jump. It was a bit too easy. I'd actually love to play Portal 2 again. I've beaten Portal 1 probably 10 times in my life. I've beaten Portal probably 10 times in my life. I've beaten Portal 1 once, and it was like when it came out. It was when it came out. Have fun learning tech. Hey, I'm down to learn tech. It's also, this is a funny way of the game to kind of hint like we're not done here, you know? They're like, we know you're on the B side of the very last level. Portal 2 co-op with Leah? That would be fun, actually. Portal 2 for nothing but J.K. Simmons. Portal 2 co-op would be fun. Have you played Portal 2 before? He's not. That'd be fun. I did, but once again, it was when it released. I was in high school for sure. Not supposed to know how to double jump or wall jump. I despise this tech and modded maps that have ultras in them. We haven't played Chapter 8 at all yet, Jar. I am going to play Chapter 8. I need both of them, right? Reminded me about Viewfinder, the game where you have to take pictures that change the world to solve puzzles. Oh yeah, I never played that. It looked fun, though. How am I supposed to... There it is. Oh, because if you time it right, there's extra... Yeah, there's extra... Boosticle. Yeah, you see the extra boosticle? Trying to teach freaky tech. Yeah. As anticipated. I see. Wounce. Wounce? Wounce? Wall bounce. Wounce. Go super fast, then stop to do a wall bounce. Okay, I see. That's what an ultra is. Like Mach fuck horizontally and happy to hit a 6 pixel gap. I see. Need to reach my arbitrary goal of 1 million before Factorio. Alright, that's fun. Very fun, actually. Feels good to pull off. And I imagine you can do that through the whole game, right? Is the idea. That's been possible the whole time. Nice. Flipside, cliffside right now, and I hate all the wounces because they are barely in reach. I'm guessing it's been possible the entire time. Yeah. Because it's not super easy to pull off and not super... Like that. Yeah, interesting, man. And that probably means, like, in some of the earlier stages, there were things I couldn't do. You could accidentally discover that early on. Yeah, 100%. I think so. Ultra's is a very different tech, and if you have no idea, there's a spot anywhere in Vanilla, but that's a good spot to Ultra. Always been something to look for. Gotcha. Ultras is something you learn in modded. Okay. We're not getting there. We're not going to be getting to modded. Kind of shit in games? Yeah. The dash jump thing, just a horizontal bounce? Pretty much, it seems like, yeah. Like that. I'm using the boost momentum on my jump, which is basically like a horizontal bounce, yeah. There isn't any content locked behind tech before you learn it. Gotcha. I swear I remember there being something in the base game where, like, people were like, oh, you don't have the tech to solve this. What direction are you dashing for the horizontal one? Right? I'm dashing and then jumping instantly after. That's a super? Okay. There's so much lingo. Reflection, no real content there, but it needed a ounce. Okay, okay. Thieves remembers. God, Thieves, the goat. Oh, man. That was just stupidness. Dude, we might not even beat 7B tonight. It's already almost 10. How close? Actually, we're 6 flags away. We can get... There it is! Yes! Yes! We're beating it tonight. And no down dash instead of just horizontal. It's a hyper. Oh! That was a spoil, kind of, but yeah, let's go. Holy shit, I was going fast. I saw it. Look at that. Look at that haul. That's some Ice Road Truckers kind of haul, baby. I think we learned that before. Did we learn that before and I had just forgotten it? Thieves will remember. Have we learned that before? I think we had. I think it's coming back to me that we had. What? Do it again? The hyper. The diagonal down boost jump. That. Teaches it in 8C. Oh. No, I just meant did chat teach it to us because I feel like it came up at some point, but maybe not. It was very easy to do. Horizontal. Okay. Okay. So Grady's a big old spoiling kneecapper. Never familiar with the community, so even I feel super confused with all these terms, but I definitely know things. Gotcha. All right. This just looks like regular game now. Go hyper. It's a shame you won't continue to do modded content. Yeah, it will be fun. It's just, you know, we got other stuff to get to, basically. Variety streamer at heart, and we got some other games on the docket that people are excited for. We've been playing Celeste for 36 hours now. The plan was to play Celeste for like 10 hours. I thought this game was like 10 hours long. And it was, but then we kept going, you know? Irregular game. Yeah. What the? I feel like I need to hit that bounce there, right? Just right on the little edge. Yep. Oh, man. But I feel like I just need to do it on one. Like, I need to have both of my... I need to have a second dash available. Healthy obsession of most people are normal? No, it's okay, Eyeball. Trust me, I get it. I get it. And sometimes it's both a blessing and a curse, because I like variety, but also sometimes I do wish I could fixate on things more. The cloud is hiding something. Good instinct. You know, it was kind of that way with Hollow Knight, where it was very hard for me to be like, you know what? We just won't beat the Pantheons. That was, like, easily the right thing to do from, like, a content mind. You know? Horizontal wounce. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Or even a hyper? Although... Yep, I don't think that was the intended solution when we got it. Woo! You want me to go fucking over there? That's hilarious. Okay, I get it. Or do I want to fall like that? No. I definitely need to save my things. Shouldn't have spent it there, but that was right. Yeah, you guys want me to do 7C. I don't think we need the horizontal bounce here. I can get the horizontal movement naturally. I'm holding back because I don't want to go too far. Fucked it. Oh, that was almost it. Just kill me. Yes! And then just repeat. Rinse and repeat, baby. Yes! All right. Whew. Not pushing as usual. How long you gonna until end of 7B? Yeah, just gonna finish at 7B. Once we finish this stage, because it looks like we're at the last flag. Uh-oh. If you do gloves and boots, then the spikes won't hurt as much. Actually, I have some decent work gloves, G. Because you know I wasn't about to mow my lawn without the proper gloves. Your lawn's gonna end up all fucked up if you don't have a good pair of gloves. That's what my dad taught me right before he divorced my mom when I was 5. My dad's a good guy, Jeff. Yep. Nemo, what do you think? You gonna be able to beat me in rounds next time you take me on? Have you learned a lot after our first foray into the rounds forest? I needed the large boosticles there and I didn't get them. There it is. I would do better a second time around. Wow. How braggadocious he is, chat. How you know, hubris filled he is. Look at the way he layers raw, unadulterated, you know, and frankly unearned confidence in every word. I would do better a second time around. Yeah, might as well just say you're gonna shit on my tits and fuck my mother while you're at it, you know? Chat, there's a very funny thing happening in our weekly D&D campaign right now. So let me give you a little background. We are about to set out on a big expedition. We're a D&D party, yada yada. Nemo's character is a wizard. His background lore is that he is a scholar, and he's a famous one. He's written a bunch of books. He's, like, done, you know, big wizard shit. He's, like, invented stuff, whatever. He sort of has this professional rival who's, like, a fellow smart wizard guy who also, like, you know, makes good spells or invents good stuff or, like, writes good books or whatever. And they're, you know, they've had a nice professional rivalry, a good back and forth, so on and so forth. we are about to set out on this big adventure, and we were having this kind of like royal meeting thing, and there were a bunch of important people there. And this fucker, his professional rival, seeks out Nemo at this thing and is like, so, you're going out of town for a bit, huh? You're going on this big adventure with the prince. And Nemo's like, yeah, I am. You know, it's a big thing. It's good. It's for the good of the realm. Like, look at what I'm doing. Ha ha. And the guy was like, oh, good to know. What's your wife up to for this period? She studies stuff too, right? Maybe she needs some help on her dissertation. I'll see if I can pay her a visit while you're gone. And Nemo was like, no. She doesn't need help or nothing like that. She doesn't need help or nothing like that. She's going to be just fine. And he was like, no, I'm just going to offer a helping hand. Her husband's going to be gone for a long time. So now all of us, you know, of course are like, you know, Nemo, your wife is going to get fucked, bro. You are. It is a done deal. It is a done deal. There is there is nothing you can do about it. It is over. You're going to be gone for such a long time, man. He's not that innocent. He's trying to fuck my wife. And once again, I would say normally, you know, like your marriage seems strong enough, but we're going to be gone for a long time, man. People change. People change. That's tough. That's tough. And if he's persistent, yeah. I feel like I could do this before, and then I've lost the ability. There it is. I think a diagonal there is the answer. Why we have so much headroom. Oh! The tutorial milkmen go through, yeah. Milkmen are built to do two things. Deliver milk and replace absent fathers. Fill holes in homes. You know? Figuratively, literally. Can't fuck your wife, he's dead, with some exceptions, primarily magic ones, but still. Yeah, Nemo could kill him. We kind of have bigger fish to fry. We kind of have bigger, but like we're doing some big shit. But you know, I mean, guy loves his wife. He's a wife guy, man. Oh! It feels like I'm jumping from the top the whole time, and sometimes I get it, and sometimes I just don't. I think Madeline just hates me. I think she's fighting back against my shittiness. Work thinking of ways I can deter the DM from allowing this to happen. I may need to go rogue. I actually had some good ideas about my character's backstory after the last session last night, Nemo. I need to text Harry and feed some ideas to the DM and check whether or not they fit in with his plans enough. Fighting your anti-wounce territories. Eat. Tendencies. Tenders. You know dinner's coming, Chad. I'm seeing tenders in the words. I'm looking at words and I'm seeing chicken tenders. The end is in sight. Now Beefy's talking about Deltarune again. He's obsessed, man. Oh! I was thinking Beefy too. I know you're almost at the points, but if you want to get Undertale, come on, my dick! If you want to get Undertale on the schedule, or Deltarune, whatever, Toby's newest fucking progeny, You want to get that on the schedule again? You could maybe try to appeal to Billy. He's got a lot of points and he's a Deltarune enjoyer. You can democratize it. You're basically at the end, just lock the fuck in. It's hard. I mean, I can't speak for Billy. He was just saying the other day that he's got like 500k points, and I know he likes Deltarune, so. Oh. On my tits. Frost, what's going on, dude? Happy Thursday. Happy Freaky Thursday. Featuring Jamie Lee Thursday and Lindsay Thursday. Chapter 5 is the talking point. Done it a few times in Miss D&D context. Gotcha, G. It was quite the tale, so I won't retell in its entirety, but base of it is that Nemo's getting cucked. Literally. Stuck with my cat, hell yeah. Our DM has clearly found it amusing, has found the idea of Nemo being cucked amusing. And of course the rest of us not Nemo find it amusing as well. So that'll be a fun little bit of flavor in the campaign. Great Shore, maybe. Yeah, I'll mark it. This is a hard fucking section, bro. Hi, Gizmo. Oh, yeah, it's 10 p.m. Gizmo wants her dinner. We just stocked up on cat food today, Gizmo, so we are locked and loaded to give you kibble till the cows come home. Oh! Yeah, this point of playing Celeste, it's just Path of Pain the whole time. You know? Give me the cloud back? Damn. Hey, what's up, Wash? Good to see you, buddy. No. Always has been, yeah. Oh. Age-old chicken tender pastime of cucking, Nemo. Yeah, what are you gonna do? When you have a rival like that and he's staying in town and you're going out of town for an unknown amount of time, but probably a lot of time, you know? PB. That was a PB, chat. I'll take it. All threesome, yeah. Would have ruined the dude's career, he wouldn't. Now we need the jam. Called Jelly, Beefy? My boss threatened to ruin me too. I mean, our DM clearly is going for a lot of like corruption and political intrigue, which is very fun. But my character, I'm basically playing Van Helsing from the 2004 classic Van Helsing. And I work for the church as a monster hunter. And my boss, who's just like, you know, the grand, like, you know, cardinal or whatever, was like at this shindig we were at where there were all the influential people, and he came up to me and was like trying to get info on the prince, and I was like, fuck off, dog, that's not honorable, we're honorable folks. And he was like, really, you're gonna not tell your boss? And I was like, fire me if you're gonna fire me. And he backed the fuck off. But a lot of skeevy shit going on in this campaign, man. Lots of people trying to, you know, get at us in lots of different ways, and it's just Nemo's is the funniest. Van Helsing rocks. Van Helsing rocks. Terrible movie. Great time. Very excellent. Awful movie. Just the best. Oh, man. Sugarberry mush. Sugarberry mush. Alright, we're gonna get it. I gotta just lock in. I'm bringing the yaps down to a 1 chat. Oh! The motor cave, my god, Frost. Come on. They got so quiet. I know the music was really quiet there, too. Me down here. No! Need a little lettuce? Yeah. Double nut butter sandwich so far. It was a good run. It was a good run. We're gonna get it. The progress in this game has been pretty consistent, where I like, you know, I'm gaining on it. Ugh. You're the biggest moth I've ever seen. For a minute split fraction of a second, I thought it was a bird somehow gotten into my flat. It was moth man, Mira. There's a moth furry. There must be moth furries. I could see a moth furry being kind of cute. Chat, would I fuck a moth furry? Moths can be so scary. Well, it depends on the moth, but I get it. Hollow Knight, yeah. Empanada. God, she could get it. That one was so good, too. Not seen a moth furry. They were a huge thing for a while, were they? I guess that makes sense. Cornifer's hot wife, yeah. Moths half the size of my face. They are, yeah. They can be scary, especially if they like shock you outside or whatever. Like me were saying, like a big one's in your house and flapping around. There was actually a moth in our kitchen this morning, and I let it out, and it like flapped outside, and I was like, good interaction. Good interaction, moth. Big moths are cute. They are, but they're still like, it's still like a bug flapping around in your face and stuff. It's kind of scary. I do have a moth tattoo. Leah just called that out. It's a death moth, Leah. It's edgier. It's got a skull on it. Way cooler. You need to literally... Oh. We can do this? Woo. Yeah, exactly, Mira. Mira was like, I was fully eyes rolled into the back of my head just consuming content. And then there were wings in my face. Yeah, the delay at the end, I was thinking, you know, I was reading the screen. It's hard. Some tits flew into my grandparents' living room through the fireplace chimney. That would also be shocking. And like, I think bats are very cute, but I would be shocked if there were a bat flapping about in my living room. A, because of rabies or whatever, and B, because it's like, you know, an unexpected animal. Squirrel in my bedroom? I didn't know what it was and was too terrified to sleep in there for a while. Whoa. feel like squirrels are pretty chill usually. But I mean, I guess still just having an animal and all, I get that being uncomfortable as fuck. Bats flapping is noisy, yeah. When I studied abroad and stayed in that castle, they legit had like a big tower that like wasn't in use and had become like a bat like roost or whatever. And so at night there would just be like bats flying around the castle and it was awesome. I walked around at night by myself and was like, I am a vampire lord. And the other kids were like, don't hang out with him. Wake up with a bat in your room, go to a rabies shot no matter what. Yeah, true. I remember, yeah, bats flying is cool. Coolest memory I have of seeing a bat fly was up at my parents' main house. We were boating across the lake at night one time, which is generally like not a super good idea unless you know exactly where you're going. It was like pretty discouraged. But the place we were going was like straight across the lake. We were coming back at night and it was dark. We had the lights on the boat and we heard this weird sound and couldn't quite place it. And then we realized we thought it was flapping and we like turned on like a phone flashlight or whatever and shined it over the side. And there was a bat flying alongside the boat at like a very similar speed. So I just got like a super good look at it like flying in the air and it was awesome. It was sick. So it's the kind of thing that like, you know, you see it in nature docs and stuff, but it's like a different thing to see it IRL. And see the animal going and kind of see its like tendony fingers working the wings and its fucking rat ass face. Very cool. Bats are adorable. Yeah, some bats are cuter than others. Some bats are ugly as dick for sure. But there'll be someone who thinks they're cute, you know? Like, lots of dogs are kind of fucking ugly and people think they're cute. There are no ugly cats except Oatmeal, my cat, who sucks. Bats are one thing I will not fuck around with. Any other animal, wake up with one in your house, big deal. I don't know. I'd rather wake up with a bat in my house than like one of those like tropical like 2-foot-long centipedes that like, you know, don't kill you but like hurt like fucking hell when they bite you. Adorable little Nurgle worshippers, yeah. Like I would rather go get a rabies shot than ever see a 2-foot-long house centipede, you know? Why? I had to jump! Bat so much it touches you, you need to visit the doctor? Yeah. Yeah, I've never touched one. Put a bat house in my backyard to hopefully get some residents. Mainly to eat the mosquitoes. Yeah. Real poison is the trauma. Move the bat in your house and don't get the prep shots. Once symptoms start, you are fucked. Yeah, rabies is bad. But we have cured it. So yeah, no, I hear you. If I ever interact with a bat, I would 100% go get a shot. I'm not arguing on that at all. I'm just saying I would literally rather have to go get a shot right away than actually ever be close to a centipede that big. That's how much I hate bugs like that. Like, have you ever seen, like, videos of people like, I woke up with this next to me in, like, an Airbnb or something? That shit's real, and in, like, tropical places, bugs like that just exist, bro. Cloud, please come back. I sound like Tifa. Rabies, you mean being a little silly? There was once a bat in my apartment hallway, and I gloved up to take it outside. That was before I learned how disease-riddled they are. Jeez. Well, hey, I'm glad you're all right. Who be able to survive via Callisto Protocol? I thought Callisto Protocol was a fucking video game. It was like a Dead Cells ripoff. Bugging in my bedroom, we're moving out of Virginia and a scream bloody murder. That was just a spider. That wasn't even that extreme. I love bugs, but there are bugs I don't want very close to me. Yeah, I'm not the biggest bug fan. Some are cool, I guess. Some are cool. I like learning about them in nature docs and stuff. The bat in a previous apartment hallway once. Leather gloves and towel, put it in a tree because they struggle to take off from the ground. Interesting. Ooh, that was clean. I'm gonna beef it now that I just said I did well, but... Alright, don't beef it. Oh! I'm fucking beef Smellington. Damn it. Any beef patties in chat? I started thinking, yeah. Ooh. You know what we gotta do, chat? You know what's gonna really tie this whole thing together? You gotta hit him with the hocus. You gotta hit him with the pocus. And then the forward focus. God, hunt. Sometimes flying in the space below our row of buildings next behind us. They're cool, man. You need to hit the bounce at the end. Having to hit, like, the hard tech they just taught me. It's not that hard, but it's kind of hard. You gotta, like, you know, you gotta time it. You gotta boost at the exact right angle. I think we need to hit the fucking boost there. That is really tough. And it's a long sequence to get there. It's a long sequence with a lot of room for error. Somehow not soft new tech, yeah. Milwaukee Protocol is inducing a coma, loading the antivirals into their immune system. Gotcha. But it's tough. Odds are low. They're not sure the treatment has any effect. Yeah. But we're so close to the end, man. Is this the last flag? Or is flag 1 also like a screen, a challenge? I've been on this B side for 4.5 hours, chat. That's like half of the playtime of the base game. Keeps going until minus 32. Makes sense. What? 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 You were doing a duck. Growing up, my stepfather was a crass man. My stepfather was a crass man, which as a young boy I appreciated. And a bit of his that was a particular favorite of mine was sometimes at dinner, he would fart at the dinner table. And my mom would like exclaim, you know, "Scott, what are you doing?" That kind of thing. And he would turn around, and he'd look around, and he'd go, "Ducks? Ducks?" Every time, just totally sincere. Same joke every time. I always thought it was funny. She never did. And to be fair, in retrospect, he was farting at the dinner table. And he was getting laughs out of me and my brother, you know, and getting admonished by my mother. Barking tree spiders, indeed. Ucks. And they were loud too. Like some people really can fart with confidence, and he was one of those people. Powerful farts, that man. Despite his other flaws, good farts. I'd be equally frustrated, but also I respect it. Yeah. I mean, and to be fair, it was effectively my brother and I's fault because we were the ones who were encouraging it by laughing at it. Yeah, how to get along with the stepkids 101. We did generally get along. He's a nice guy. The one with bowel control. They ultimately ended up splitting up. Second divorce for the old ma. Poor lady. Can't win, man. She can't win. Yep. I was not even close to landing it. Not even close to landing it. Do I need to do the bounce there? I feel like I do. They probably want me to do it right there, too, huh? Now that I think about it. If I hit it right there, it'd probably make jumping in that cloud a little easier. Yeah, we gotta bounce on it crazy style. Every time you say that, Hex, it speeds up me wanting to play Nosferatu in the Discord. I think I might sometimes just, like, a little more impromptu, if I'm gonna watch a movie after stream, sometimes play it in the Discord as well. And if people join, they do. If they don't, whatever, you know? Just to kind of, I don't know, relieve some of the, like, scheduling burden of it and make it just, as it happens. Because a lot of the time I do watch a movie after stream. That's sort of part of my routine. Not always. Sometimes Leah and I are watching shows, or sometimes I really want a game, but pretty commonly. Oh! The vibe, hell yeah. I did it! You guys see that? Watch Game Grumps after stream. Nice. I did it again! Weird, I can just stay up until 5. People's like, yes! Yes! More reasons to not make it tomorrow, yes! You realize you did it 2 before? No. I watched Bible Black, yeah, Hex. I assume you got Bible Black up on the second monitor at all times. And then I'm on the third monitor, because monitor 1 is Warframe. Means I'll sleep through the heat. Yeah, actually. You're on audio only. Yeah. Why? I didn't jump. How many monitors is everybody rocking in chat? Out of curiosity. Everybody hanging in chat right now at your home setup on your PC. Not like if you're watching on your phone or whatever, cool. But like on your PC, how many monitors you got? BB's only got 1. Wash has 2. Winnie's got 1. Deegan's got 3. Bond's got 5. Hex only has 1. Thieves has got 2. Interesting. More 1s than I was expecting, honestly. Respect it. Want to buy third monitor? Meeting outside Stormwind Bank. 3 plus TV for streams. Nice. Laptop screen plus 2 more. Second monitor on the floor next to me, no space to actually install. I gotcha. Whole setup is made to work smoothly with 1 monitor anyway, so I'm not in a rush. Yeah. I am a person who used just 1 monitor for a very, very long time. And then went up to 2 at work. And was like, wow, this is really nice. Went up to 2 at work. Then switched to working at home. Went back down to 1 at work for a while. And then only went up to 2 monitors when I started streaming. That was the first time I really, on like a PC setup, went up to 2 monitors. And even that, it was just a monitor and my laptop. That was the first time at home I did it, and I did that for a little while, and then we got the new PC, and I went to 2 monitors, and then I was like, you know what, I can fucking use a third. And I'm glad I have them. I use all 3 monitors now. I use all 3 monitors. Like, having the dedicated chat one here is excellent. Because then I can have other stuff that's just right here, easy to grab, and I can look over. Yeah, thinking about, I want another one. Being able to just look over and have my stats. I have my audio mixer. I can see stuff like, you know, how much space we have in the disc, all that stuff, as well as my streaming controls. Great. And that's also like, I can have a screen that's on the game, as well as a screen that I'm using to Google porn. And I can still have chat open to talk to them about the porn. Had 2 for a while, but never really used it, so only got 1 after upgrading. Gotcha. Yeah. Hey, everyone's got their vibes, right? Need a 3rd, 5th for my streaming setup? Yes. VR headset counts as a 3rd display with pass-through and HUD? I don't even know. I don't even know. Not traditionally, at least. Why? TV is my monitor, pretty low on PC, but it plays games work better than you think. Yeah, some people do that. I think Sheroy does that as well, and other regulars talked about using... I talked about using a TV monitor for their computer monitor, and I mean, it should work fine, right? It's a screen. It takes an HDMI into the hole all the same. Probably a, like, slightly worse refresh rate or whatever, but it's fine. I mean, it plays video games. Like console games, usually, so... It's so far to get there. I just choke, man. It's so far. It's so far to get there. This flag, brother. 65 OLED works very well. Let's go. It works for you. I'm glad. I believe we gotta. I want to beat it. We're so close to the end, but I gotta eat dinner, man. It's 10:30. Don't eat dinner, starve. I'm so excited, though. I think I'm gonna have pizza rolls, chat. I think I'm gonna have the pizza rolls. You grab that left wall to bounce. That's what I have to do, sister, but I have to do the, like, fancy little bounce off of it. I have to do, like, the one like that, where I come up and I hit it and I bounce off of it. And it's just, in that exact instance, it's hard. Pizza rolls plus ranch. I'm not the world's biggest ranch enjoyer. I don't super hate it, but I would often... Things that ranch is on, I would almost always rather just have them without the ranch. I can't eat the ranch. It's just not really my favorite. It's fine. I'm not a sauce enjoyer, Lux. You'll learn that about me if you hang around here. Bit over my fast routine. Got to sort out Namis. No worries at all, Mira. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for modding. I hope you enjoy getting your Namis. Pizza rolls plus buffalo sauce I can get behind. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with portals. Crunch has bad food takes, as well as good food takes. I like most contain multitudes. Huge. At least I had the foresight to kind of aim for it. Is there mayo and ranch? Because that checks out. That's funny. If so, that checks out. Because I'm very iffy about mayo. I like mayo in small applications on sandwiches. It can be good. Lux will just walk to me and give me an avocado to eat, and I am delighted. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm not a guac enjoyer in any respect. Yep. That was so close. That was so close. Not a fan of mayo, except the mayo I make myself. Holy shit, you squeezing the eggs? It's sour. Chances are that Crunch hates it. Actually, maybe Sister of the Sea. You kind of might be onto something. Like, I don't mind sour if it's in, like, a super sweet context. Like, you know, like, I like Warheads. But A lot of sour sauces and things. No, I do like warheads. I do like warheads. That's not how eggs work. Show me on the diagram how the eggs work. Show me where you touched the egg on the doll, bro. Apparently, Dr. Squirrels knows the way you gotta milk Humpty Dumpty better than I do. You see that? I had a little leeway there. I wasn't totally touching the wall. I wasn't totally touching the wall, and I still got the wall bouncicles. So I think there's some leeway. Sour cream, pickles, hint of lime. Yeah, I do. I dislike all those things, Sister of the Sea. Does amuse me, bro. Squeezing eggs and cracking cheese. These things are life. No marinara. Pretty much every time we get mozzarella sticks, let's say we get an order of mozzarella sticks and there are 6 of them. Leah and I will each get 3, you know? Fair division of mozzarella. And I will probably dip one of them in the marinara and then be like, I'll eat the rest of them just fucking bald. And it's like better. I get to more, you know, I don't know. I feel like you get to appreciate every little bit of the mozzarella stick better that way. You know what I mean? It's like appreciating a naked body versus a clothed one. Both can look good. Clothes can add a lot to a body, but you know, there's something about just looking at that sagging ass naked. How do you feel about marinades? Like on like a steak or something? Good. Good. This is the 3rd stream in a row in which you talked about this exact mozzarella stick scenario. I didn't bring up the mozzarella stick this time, to be fair, though I did respond to it emphatically. Less sour without the marinara. Sister of the Sea might actually be onto something. And now, for what it's worth, in further defense of my tendency to slip into mozzarella stick talk. What is a stream but a mirror, chat? You know, I start talking about dips. Deegan invokes the marinara, you know, hoping to incite me. And to evoke such a reaction. I, being a kind and benevolent entertainer, indulge. Black Mirror episode. You know? Time is a flat circle. Oh, I know we can connect this back to dicks, and then we're filling out the Crunch Stream bingo card. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy to get mozzarella sticks back to dicks. They're basically the same size and shape. I to antagonize you in some way that's unrelated to my belief in your gameplay execution. I appreciate the distinction, but... Yep. I should come up with something else to banter about, though. God knows, man. My brain, it's late. My brain can't handle it. I got the bounce. I got the bounce. That was PB. That was PB. Hold the J. Gameplay's executing you enough. True, the last cloud is white. It's only the pink ones that go away, Thebes. You're right, you're right. I'm treating it like all the clouds go away. And I could chill. But yeah, the flow is... I do feel like the flow is part of it. That is a long way to go. That is a long way to go for one thing. So yeah, you can chill on this flag. I am on a time crunch. Still live, Puff? I know, Stripe. I need to go. I'm hungry. I want to get my pizza rolls. Big subscriber to the flow, but some people also panic. I think I'm a flow state Andy as well, Thebes. Like I've sort of talked about before, when it's working well, the game feels like easy. You know, it's very reminiscent to me of like playing a song that you've played a few times in Guitar Hero and you know well. And it kind of just like flows and it's good, so. All right. Yes! Oh, let's go! Yes, thank you, Gizmo. Oh, my goat is washed. Not anymore. Not anymore. Congrats. Thank you, buddy. Holy, that's hard. That's so hard. We did it. Let's go. Stripe, apparently you coming back was what I needed. Holy shit. Ooh. My God, man, I think that's it. By the power of Gizmo, I'm dead. It's not it. Woo. Reach the summit, that is dinner. Yeah, we're just about there. Just don't hit the spikes again this time. This was supposed to be a freebie, I think. By the power of Gizmo, I'm dead. Woo. Ah, man. You just jump normally. You just jump normally. Let's go. We did it. Am I supposed to jump off? Do I need to boost? What's down here? Okay. I tested. It was worth it, man. That's science, you know? Science doesn't always pay. Sometimes you create Lyme disease, you know? All right, take me up here. Madeline? Madeline? Ha-ha! That was amazing. You happen to talk to the neighbor again? GG, thank you, Mira. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. We got there. Whew. It's tough. We beat it, though. The neighbor's chill. The neighbor mowed the lawn and trimmed the tree. The neighbor mowed the lawn and trimmed the trees. Things are all good with the neighbor. I should bring him over some beers, though. Leo, also, we got a pride flag today, and we're going to hang it up, and Leo was going to hang it up, but I joked earlier. I was like, hopefully this doesn't make him hate us. Because it might. And if so, so be it. You know what I mean? Fuck him, but like... Scaring me right now. Heck yeah, pride flag, yeah. That's what I mean. At the end of the day, fuck him if he doesn't like it, but... Would be a bummer if I had to start mowing my lawn. The back portion of it. Declaration of Love and War, yeah. We are not done, by the way. Thieves is a stinking liar. In that AoE 2 with my friend, Stripe. I hope your friend wins, bud. Good luck to your friend. I hope you have no llamas at the end of tonight. I'm the stupidest man alive. B-Set has this. You're true. You're right. They do. They all have this. Why? I should have waited. You can wait on that one. Could be easier in that room that gave you such issue, though? Yeah. The diagonal up jump is essential, I think, to burn time there. I keep trying to do it in the one cycle, but I guess I don't always respawn. Vlog stream. I know, I gotta... It is late as fuck. Kind of good, though, to give Celeste its time to shine, because we took a little extra long doing the UFO 50 and rounds earlier. And I want to do those things, but I also want to make sure to give time for the main docket game, so I am glad that we're having a nice long recording session. Satisfied a little bit? Hell yeah. I also am looking at a pretty easy day at work tomorrow, so not really the end of the world if I'm up a little late tonight. I hate everything. There's some patterns in these streams. Vampire Slay the Spire games cause lots of anime furry girl monster talk. And Celeste brings out the inner dad in you. You always talk about your neighbor and your lawn. Right, the funny thing is we were talking about furries before. Tonight. We talked about furries for a little while tonight. The monster girl thing was brought up again tonight. Don't you worry. Monster girl thing was brought up again tonight. And, my bad. See? But yeah, the lawn thing does come up a lot. I don't know, it's on my mind, man. I gotta think of stuff to banter about, and the best stuff to banter about is what's on my mind. A little early! Always down for a furry monster girl convo. Interesting wrinkle. Oh, no. We're so close to the end. Sex, food, furries. And farts and butts. Ducks. Ducks? Huge. Wait. See, that feels sketchy to me, timing-wise. Can I reset it better? And then what? Just die? It was so good. Furries make the best games for some reason. Grainy definitely will like Casualty Unknown. I have no doubt that Grainy will be into Casualties Unknown. I know right now they're still giga gooning over Hieronymus Bosch's Brutal Orchestra. Swaps, you clear the blue and continue up. Yeah. Whether I've already played it a bit? No shot. I keep doing that to just like buy time, man. That was just silliness. Wait. I literally went at the exact wrong time. Ground beef with sour cream and broccoli? Gross. What? I think I'm tilting, chat. I think I'm Tricky Towers right now. PB. You sad and addicted, so like any good roguelike should. It's maybe a little too upsetting for the first time. And that was Casualties Unknown. Isn't it something about there's like real medical conditions or something in it? Yeah. Make it to 11, just you watch. We might. We shouldn't. Peanut butter, but no jelly, or unlimited peanut butter, but no peanut butter. Obviously, first one. Medical system, not super realistic, but more than most games. Why do you come on my tits like that? It just feels ridiculous to call it now when we're so close to the end, you know? Why? Why must I cry? Why must I cry? Why must I cry? Why must I cry? Please tell me why. Man. Put you in the dictionary next to sunk cost fallacy, yeah. Phallus. One must imagine Sisyphus an emotional wreck. Yeah, we got to dicks organically, no problem. That's your... Alright, I will beat this by 8 p.m. Or 11 p.m. I don't know why I said 8 p.m. 11 p.m. is 8 minutes from now. That's probably why. And what do I got to do? Go to the side? I don't know how to buy time there, man. Well, I did it once already. Lucky. Back-to-back yeets? That's crazy. In 8 minutes, I'll be able to say about watching a Crunch stream since yesterday without it being the 24-hour? True. Crazy. Means it's going to be tomorrow in the Amazon forest tomorrow, chat. Where all the Amazon packages come from. No, do I wait longer? Tomorrow's tomorrow. What are we talking about? We're talking about Celeste. Obviously. In the Amazon rainforest, you share the same time zone. Sorry to shock you like that. Well, it's a big forest. I share a time zone with the whole forest, Hex? Seems a little ridiculous. Like, famously large wood, you know? Oh, Sean, do I have 6 minutes? Jeez. I knew it wasn't going to work, and yet I did it anyways. I was way too far ahead for a maneuver like that. Gotta take your time. It's a rhythm game. It disappears so the pink appears under you, and you can dash up for timing. Just before the blue disappears, yeah. It's just, the timing is weird because, you know, you're kind of like dictated by the cloud. You have to jump when the cloud is boosting you, which is a specific window. Yes? That was my idea, not Beefy's. Okay. Oh, in the butt. In the butt. In the tuchus. In the tush. Ow. I need to start jumping instantly. Alright, turn the brain off. Turn the brain off, put the apps down, let the eyes roll back. Just beat the video game. Close. That was the wrong cycle. Shouldn't have done that. He was just a boy. Go. Hit. I don't need credit, cash only. I thought it was gonna disappear. 4 minutes. Little off on the timing. You want to be like at the back. Rate of improvement isn't bad. Thank you, Thebes. I appreciate the positivity. Had to wait. See, I went too fast. And you can hang, but you're not like in a lot of these like precision platformers sort of things, you kind of are always in the same cycle. And in this, you're not. It's not as tightly locked. That had been a diagonal dash, I would have been fine! I was too early there, a little too ahead. I was rushing. You're dragging or rushing? We've got this, chat. 2 minutes. Again, same thing. Turn off, get a headache. Hey, we'll catch you later, Sister of the Sea. Thanks for hanging. Hope you have a good night. This one or the next one, yeah. This one or the next one. Impressed by your perseverance. Thanks, Squirrels. I appreciate it, buddy. We're so close. We gotta get it now. The Spikes. The Spike Lees. The Spike Jones. Alright, just wait. Let it settle till you feel good. See, that time I felt like I was on a good point. Fucked. Whoa! Rushed. Rush Limbaugh is a cunt. Good. All right. The PB. The PB nonetheless. Peanut butter's flowing. Peanut butter is freaking flowing and it's creamy. None of that chunky crap. None of that chunky crap beef eats. That was funny. Gonna play some UFO 50 pretty much for the sole reason of beating that one level before you, Crunch. Good, Stripe. I think you'll see you'll find what I found, that Rock on Island, not crazy difficult until that final stage. Everything before that felt like, you know, challenging, but like solvable. That stage is... I'm gonna not argue to save time. True. Good. I literally thought it was gonna go away, but you have to wait till after it goes away anyways. It's 11:01, by the way. I failed to get there by 11. I'm now a full hour over schedule. What was I thinking? Rock on my own until I UFO 50? True. We got this. Nut butter bacon. Crunch at this rate, we will never finish Downton. True, Nemo. Leah and I finished Downton. It was glorious. You and Amanda should do the same. Leah and I are rewatching House of the Dragon, Nemo, so that we can start watching the new season that's airing. We might do an episode of that tonight if she's awake enough, but we'll see. Why did I jump? I knew it was about to go away, man. You started the 3rd season? Nice. I heard the first episode was salad. Don't jump across in the last one. Yeah, just jump straight up, right? A lot of action. Gotcha. That's probably why people liked it. Bit of an episode of House and the Dragon. Mega copyright? Yeah, true. Why did I dash that way? Yeah, my resolve is starting to weaken. That's okay though, just dial. I've slipped back into yapping. Relock. Relock. Past 11 p.m. Relock. Take a hit. Beer. Sip the beer, whatever. Bro, can you lock the fuck in? I'm fucking trying, X. I'm fucking trying. Woo! All right. Now. I bounced too early on that one. Up we go. I missed it. Two. You notice how my bounce is off with that fucking rhythm? God, that's annoying. Yeah, I got a hocus pocus forward focus. Nope. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Oh, let's go! Ha ha ha! Chapter 7 B-side. Let's fucking go! Oh, let's go! That was hard, man. It's really hard. We did it. Let's go. My God, yeah. Minus 5 minutes to spare. Put it in the bank. We got it. Oh my God. Whew. 5 hours for just that chapter. Hocus Pocus Ford Focus for the win. 5 hours, 12 minutes. Put it in the bank. Damn, dude, that was tough. We did it. That's all of the base game 7 chapters, A and B side. Took about 38 hours. A lot of deaths. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, that's right. So should I forget you were awesome? Thank you. Well, actually, hold on. Look, it was considerably... It's interesting how I died 1,100 times. Oh, persevered, thank you. 1,100 times in the base summit, too. That's it. Now we actually get to go to chapter 8 next time, chat. Look at that. If we go to the journal, look at that, man. That's satisfying. That's satisfying for sure. Love seeing a completion screen like that. We got all that shit, baby. We did the B-side. We did the fucking secrets. We got it all, man. Hell yeah. Now we have chapter 8 to get into. Record speed runs. Little world record. Little world record. What? Why do you let me drag these around? That's weird. That makes me think there's like a secret or something here. They're grouped. Why would they let me move these? And they're in 3 groups of 4. Or sorry, 3 groups of 4 and then 2. The hell? Raining. Oh yeah, I forgot about Pico 8. We just crushed it hitless, deathless a long time ago. In Thunder, this is cool. Let's go. The weather can be genuinely cool, man. Mother Nature is a powerful force. All right. That's it. We're done for the day. Holy shit, it's late. That was fun, though. I enjoyed. That was a really good time. I'm glad we did it. 7B is done, baby. 7B is done. We get to move on to Chapter 8 next time. We get to check out Chapter 8 at long last. We went back through every stage in the game and did the hard version, man. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Thank you all for hanging out and for sticking around extra late tonight. That was a great time, for real. I appreciate you guys. I hope you had a fun time hanging out. If you're watching on Twitch, hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, please make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks, everybody.